It is necessary not to fly into the clouds, but to act harmoniously and correctly in matter, using the power of spirit. Reread everything that's marked with the caret sign. God mode. We continue to discuss your feedback. Why does the braid come out of the shoulder blades? Did you write from the back of the head before? It is interesting, I think, but it's better to set reality this way. I'm talking about 2 rays from the back of the head and shoulder blades to the point of the spirit. There is an expansion as if from the center of the chest, from the heart. The point between the eyebrows is felt, as if merging with space is taking place. As practice has shown, different people feel the braid differently and in different locations. It doesn't matter where it comes from the back of the head or from the shoulder blades, and what it is, a ray, an arrow, or a cloud. In order to find your best option, you need to train and experiment yourself. The only thing that should be constant for everyone is the point of attention where the braid is fixed at the moment of activation. Where it points, it can be activated at the assemblage point behind the shoulder blades, as in the classics, or at the point of spirit above the back of the head. Try for yourself what is best for you. What's preferable? The main thing is to understand. 1. In the algorithm for highlighting the target frame, reality tasks, the attention is focused at the point of activation. That's one of the 2 points, the assembly or the spirit point, and remains there while the other remaining part of attention of you sets reality. So you're splitting the attention between point A, which is either going to be the assembly or the spirit point, and point B, which is holding your attention on setting reality. In the technique of entering the state of spirit where I am attention itself, attention closes in on itself and is focused on the point of spirit above the back of the head. While you use the functions of spirit, they are different with the other remaining part of the attention. I tried to connect the arrows and then turn them into a cloud, and then my cloud transformed into wings behind my back. There was a feeling of expansion in the body, and indeed lightness, as if I were taking off. Yes, look for your best version of the technique more boldly. For you personally, it may be individual, unlike the experience of others. I do it without arrows. I don't own them, just pay attention to this point, a little behind the head and up while taking a breath. That's it, I'm already there. Just yesterday morning I did it. I woke up instantly and my body was filled with energy. The heart chakra also responded immediately. Very good. Do as you want. There is only one rule, attention, to the access point, activation. It is much easier and more comfortable for me to be the spirit, the attention itself, than to observe the attention. The first gives pleasure, and the second requires a lot of effort. Again, for whom it depends, the state of spirit is easier for you than the present. Use it to your health. If I control my braid at a right angle of 90 degrees, that is, a straight line passes through the pineal gland and illuminates the frame in the area of the third eye. From the back of the head, I use the braid as a rotating mechanism for the camera. In my opinion, this is right for me. And the books describe a small angle of inclination in the area of the shoulder blades. Do I deceive myself? In one practice, I fulfilled an intention that had been blocked for about 10 years. If you feel the point of activation as your point, your place of power, then this is not self-deception. This is exactly what you need to do. You need to allow yourself to be different, to be yourself. This is not about what works for everyone else. These are pointers to help you find your truth. So grasp when you feel it, hold that truth. So this is like Matilda in the book Priestess of Iftat, when she was reproached for saying that everyone is like this, like normal, and that you are different, special. To which she calmly replied, yes, I'm special. If you confidently take your right to be unique, no one will dare object to you. I'm the very person who cannot understand where the spirit is and where the soul is and how to distinguish between them. I easily succumb to sacrifice and control the pendulum, especially in relationships with people in this family. I literally feel that I owe and blame everyone. I agree with this feeling even if I am 100% sure that I am right. I really want to get rid of this condition. It ticks me off. But the fear and uncertainty that I've been instilled in since childhood say, be patient, do not conflict. I feel that by doing so, I am betraying my spirit or my soul. Is that true? I'm very enthusiastic about the practices initially. At first, I did it a couple of times. Oh, it doesn't work, and I don't believe that it works anymore. But I really want the practice to work. A couple of times, maybe not enough, but I read the comments. For someone, it works right away. Or, I'm very uncomfortable from this state. My soul probably hurts. I don't want to offend it. I don't want to succumb to the states that I wrote about above. Angels, archangels, etc., if they exist, why do you need to get through to them in order to ask them for advice and help? Only through practices. And if I can't do it, does it mean that they won't hear me? In order. 1. Where is the spirit and where is the soul, and how to distinguish them? 1. The spirit is the primary basis, the source code. The soul is the release of that spirit into this life, in this avatar, in this character. The mind in the avatar is responsible for thinking, logic, and rational behavior. The soul is responsible for feelings, pain, pleasure, delight, despondency, etc. The soul can be used as a criterion for choice in various situations. The mind says that it's reasonable to act in such and such a way. But if you listen to the soul, to the feelings, whether it is comfortable or not, then the choice can be corrected. Is it necessary to distinguish between the spirit and the soul? Do not. Why would you? The soul as a function should be used for the right choices, and the spirit as a power should be used to solve all your personal problems. 2. The solution to your problems and your salvation is in turning to the spirit. You have distanced yourself from it a lot. You are lost in this life, which is why you feel weak, insecure, and guilty. You need to return to yourself and to your integrity, your self-sufficiency, and to your right. Gradually accumulate your power and right and return to yourself, and everything will be healed. The source of your power is your spirit, not the angels and archangels. 3. If it doesn't work, don't despair. Less important. And then come back to this practice again and again. Try to connect with the spirit in various situations according to the proposed algorithm, especially spontaneously, without thinking, without preparing, without trying, but just fleetingly, in between, as it turns out. Make it normal, make it fun, make it regular, make it a habit. If it doesn't work out right away, it doesn't matter if you succeed. To help, various online courses that are in Russian on the Transurfing website could help, but I haven't translated those yet. Choose what the soul will respond to. Almost all of them help to connect with the spirit in one way or another, because now all roads lead there. Usually, if something doesn't work for someone, they take a course and start working. That's why the Transurfing Center was created, to help you apply the theory in practice. For you, I'd recommend finding English resources. I offer some, and there are other people out there with fantastic material. Tatiana and I came to the conclusion that we are not teachers, but ferrymen. We do not teach anything. You discover everything in yourself, which is confirmed by your feedback on the state of the spirit. We only transfer from the other side, where everything turns out as it should for you. I don't know how she does it, but in her classes, everything really works out. It seems to be not hypnosis, not even meditation, but something else, rather a kind of journey. A feeling of eternity, serenity, and omnipotence, and preemptory omnipotence. The sensations resemble the state of an activated braid, but as if it is more powerful. Some kind of special strong state like God mode or something. The Creator is first of all the creator of reality. A particle of Him is present in you like a spark. A spark can be developed, kindled, and if you use this function of the Creator, it becomes more powerful. Ordinary people do not use it. They do not create reality, they just live in it, like a leaf blown around by the wind. If you use it, if such a powerful technique has become available, then it is possible, but not just possible, it is necessary. It's why you're here, to use it. I offer you reinforced braid techniques as an option. You can give it a shot. 1. Enter the present. Pay attention to where the attention is, what it is doing, and then take control of it. 2. Activate the braid. If it comes out of the back of your head, raise it at an angle to the back so that its tip points to the assembly point behind the shoulder blades. If it comes out of the back, raise it horizontally so that its tip again points to the assemblage point. What does it mean that the tip of the braid points to the assemblage point? It means that you focus your attention on this point and fix it there for the time of illumination of the frame. If you have already trained your energy enough, then you should also experience physical sensations. They can be different, individual for example, as if something is heaving behind the shoulder blades. Simultaneously with the previous point, pull a ray vertically from the top of your head, or an arrow, or an upward flow, so that one part of your attention will be involved at the assemblage point and the other on the vertical ray. Holding the arrows, one back and the other up, set the target frame in thoughts, words, or images. This will take the third remaining part of the attention. You should set the frame quickly enough, within a few seconds. As you exhale, turn the rear arrow vertically downward and actively direct the upper arrow upward, accelerating the ascending and descending flows as it was done in energy gymnastics. 6. Reset all sensations. Free your attention. It may seem that everything is complicated, but this is only still readable. This is much simpler. Pull 2 hands simultaneously, back and up, and fix it. You can do it like on the dial, which shows 9 o'clock. The rear hand comes out of the back or out of the head. As you feel better, turn the hands as if at 6 o'clock while exhaling. This action helps to disperse the flow and launch the intention into the universe. The spirit point is not used here, but this technique works more powerfully than the usual algorithm for illuminating the frame. If you feel comfortable and powerful in this technique, then it can be yours personally. Resume. Different people feel the braid differently and in different locations. Doesn't matter where it comes from the back of the head or from the shoulder blades, and what it is, a ray, an arrow, or cloud. The only constant of the point is activation, behind the shoulder blades or above the back of the head. In order to find your best option, you need to train and experiment yourself. All techniques are collected in Appendix 3. If the state of spirit is easier for you than the presence, take advantage of it. If you can't, don't despair. Less importance, and then just come back to this practice again and again. If you start despairing, you do excess importance, you begin to push it away, you begin to create pressure. So there's no stress on it. Do it for fun. Do it because it's an exploration. You're literally using your consciousness as a toy. You're uncovering new parts of it. Try to connect with the spirit in various situations according to the proposed algorithm, especially spontaneously without thinking, without preparing, without trying, but just fleetingly in between. As it turns out, if it doesn't work out right away, it doesn't matter if you succeed.